What up peeps, it's going to be hanging out with you. It's Richard back again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ehpro SPD A5, which is a 50-watt regulated device with temperature control. And I do know that this is not like the latest thing in town. It's probably been released for at least more than a month ago, and one of the local vendors sent this to me. Thank you very much, Vapor Hub, for the purpose of this review. So nevertheless, I'm going to share it with you, and it's probably one of the cheapest around for about 200 ringgit, 40-50 US dollars. For that price, for a temperature control device, especially for new vapors who's venturing into temperature control device or box MOS regulated devices, well, this is the perfect option. So let us go ahead and take a look at the SPD A5 by Ehpro. The SPD A5, if I'm not mistaken, is Ehpro's first regulated device with temperature control. They've been around for a while, Ehpro, and I'm sure a lot of you would probably know that they used to make a lot of good high quality clones, especially mechanical mods and all that. I wonder if they still do. Anyway, after that they went on to team up with or collaborate with Seri and came up with the Below, okay, version 1 and version 2, which is coincidentally doing very well worldwide. And it's good that they moved on from cloners to become what they call authentic makers, and they're making their own authentic devices right now. Overall, it's not too bad. Let's take a look at some of the specs and features of the device. The device is made out of aluminum and also polycarbonate, which makes it very light in weight. Takes one single 18650, which I recommend high drain batteries. Dimension is 83 by 40 by 23 millimeters. Okay, spring loaded 510 in there, which is nice. Output power between 5 and 50 watts. Resistance fires down from 0.1 all the way up to 3 ohms for temperature and also for power mode as well. Comes with a micro USB charge port, and size comparison, it's pretty small and nifty in the palm of your hands, about the size of a Vapor Shot RDNA, except it's probably a little bit slimmer in width. Okay, but it's pretty cool. So let's jump into the close-up to take a good look at the Ehpro SPD A5. Come back, we're going to talk about it, vape on it, and I'll leave you with my thoughts. Let's do a little bit of unboxing, and this is the security code for you to check the authenticity of this device, and a QR code here that takes you to the website, model SPD A5, and a little black mark here to denote that your device is black in color. Alright, so all you got to do is just pull here and the whole device comes off, and you have an instruction manual here. So as advised, go through the instruction manual. It's got all the little pictures and instructions on how to use the device and all that, also the features and everything in there. So the device here, right under this flap, if you open up to get your micro USB charger in here, which we'll take it and put aside as well. And let's get straight to the device. This is your Ehpro SPD A5, very lightweight. Okay, it's made out of aluminum and also polycarbonate. Takes an 18650 battery. It measures 83 by 40 by 23 millimeters in thickness. Okay, so very nice in comparison to a Vapor Shot RDNA that I have here. It's about the same size, in fact slimmer by at least 3 millimeters. Okay, so, and also thinner as well. So there you go. That's the Ehpro SPD A5 in comparison to the Vapor Shot, and it's got these clicky buttons here. You have the screen here. At the bottom you will find your micro USB charge port, and here you have your battery cover, which you just slide up this way and it opens up. This is how the battery cover looks like, which is not very easy. Sometimes I'm just afraid that you might break this pin here, so you got to be very careful. Make sure you put it's all nice and level before you push it in again. Okay, so let's put a battery in there. Normally what you do is have the positive go in first, but that would be wrong in this case. Don't do that. Your positive is at the bottom, your negative goes into the device first with this side facing. Alright, so go in like that, and after that push it. Make sure it's flat. Before you push it, you might break it. Okay, once you get it into the groove, push it, and you click it 5 times to start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ehpro SPD 5, and you've got to be careful. You can't click it too fast, because if you click it too fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't work. Okay, you've got to click slowly, and then it works. Okay, at the top here you have your contact pin, which is spring loaded. Okay, let me just try and show it to you. This is spring loaded. Alright, and you have got 2 slip screws here, screwing down the top, encasing the whole thing. Got these lines here for better grip, and you have these side not straightened but just beveled in, so that it doesn't feel like it's cutting into your palm, and feels good in the hands. 5 unlocked, and goes all the way up to 50 watts. There you go, in 1 watt increment, all the way down to 5 watts. So that's the lowest it can go. And resistance from 0.1 to 3 ohms, temperature and also power mode. Okay, let's get into the settings right now. It looks very similar to your what do you call Evolve DNA chipset, but it is not. This is Ehpro's very own chipboard in there. They're using their own, and it's quite similar to the Evolve DNA chipset that you work with controls, except for a few things. Like, for example, if you want to go into temperature control and use temperature, you don't have to lock it. So all you got to do is just go straight to plus minus, push it down together, hold to change temperature, which is what I like. You don't have to lock it and all that. You just go straight in. You can change the temperature. This is in off mode. This is 600 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so there you go. And if you want to change it to Celsius, you can also do so. All you got to do is just lock it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then press the plus and minus together. Press the plus and minus together, and it goes into Celsius. Change it back to Fahrenheit, and it goes back to Fahrenheit. Okay, and we'll set it to 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 watts, and let me change it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's at 280. So that's how you change your temperature. Okay, so once you have the setting, just click the power button and it's saved. Alright, and there you can see your voltage, your applied voltage, and you have your what do you call ohms resistance right on top, battery indicator, full battery. This is lock mode. Pressing the power button and the decrease button together, it will take you to normal and stealth mode as usual. Alright, so press it one more time and it goes back to normal. And if you press the power and the plus, it goes left mode and right-handed mode. So there you go. Yep, so change it back. That's it. A micro USB charger. When you have your micro USB in there charging, the charge light is red. Once it's full, it turns blue. And you can't use this as a pass-through. This is not a pass-through. All right. So that's the thing. That's about it. Let's try out the cotton burn test. I have one here that's already been wicked. I've got a dual nickel coil built in here, coming up to 0.13 ohms, and I've got fresh cotton in there. Alright, so it says it detects new coil up, new coil on, same coil down. So just press, oops, sorry, a bit too slow again. So it's 0.14 ohms, and let's check for the cotton burn test. Okay, temperature protect. It worked. Alright, so it didn't burn the cotton. One more time. Temperature protect, no cotton burn, and it says temperature protect. Alright, so we're gonna get back topside, vape on it, and talk about it some more. I nearly forgot two things that I want to mention. Lucky I remembered. Okay, one has got nothing to do with the device. I just want to wish all my Malaysian friends out there Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir dan Batin. Yeah, it's the Muslim New Year celebration and I nearly forgot. So nicely enjoying myself. It's a public holiday here in Malaysia, so happy holidays guys. Have a good one, but keep it in moderation and be safe. Alright, so to all Muslim friends everywhere in the world, Selamat Hari Raya as well, which simply means Happy New Year in English. Okay, so have a good one. Okay, back to the SPD A5 again. One thing that I nearly forgot to mention in the close-up is that there's a little overhang if you have your atomizer on it by about 2 millimeters. Okay, it overhangs. So if you don't mind that, this is a great device. It works well for me. At least for mine, it survived the cotton burn test. Okay. If your device, if you've bought from a shop and you put it through the cotton burn test and it burns the cotton, well, you might want to take it back to the shop, have them look at it and see what's wrong with it. They might give you a replacement, okay? Because otherwise, you know, the temperature protect feature should work for you, kick in fast enough to protect your cotton and not burn it. But if your cotton gets burned, that means the temperature protect is not kicking in fast enough, okay? So do that, okay? You never know. There's always one or two among thousands that they manufacture. It's a factory defect, okay? So with that said, I'm going to take a vape before I tell you where to get it and how much you can get it for. Beautiful, working beautifully. So I got mine from Vapor Hub Malaysia, who used to be called Rokok Electronic Dan Vapor. John is the guy to look out for. He's got two new shops now. In fact, not really new, but about more than 6 months, I think. One is in Sungai and the other one is in Seri Kembangan. So depending on where you are, go to the nearest one and pick one up if you're looking for one, especially for those of you going into temperature control devices for the very first time. This is a really good buy because of the price. You know, it's only retail for around, I don't know specifically how much it is right now. It could be cheaper, but it's around 200 ringgit, which is about 40 to 50 US dollars. So for the price of a 50-watt device with temperature control, I mean, you can't go wrong. All right, so make sure the cotton burn test, you know, it doesn't burn your cotton and you'll be fine. 50 watts works great. And what else? Well, that's about it, I guess. One more vape before we call it a wrap. Until I talk to you again, vape safe, have a good celebration guys in Malaysia, and take care. God bless. Bye for now.